Ooh, I just had a crack of thunder, lightning go off. Welcome, everyone. We've made it to another Wellness Wednesday. In fact, it's going to be our last Wellness Wednesday with our Wellness Wednesday guru, Heather. How are you?
I'm doing well, minus this weather outside. So hopefully the power will stay on for us for the next few minutes. I can hear the thunder rumbling outside my windows, that's for sure.
Yes, yes. Okay, we're switching things up a little bit today. Do you want to tell everyone what we're doing right now and then what we're going to do when we come back?
Sure, of course. So like Alicia said, it's our last week together. Unfortunately, my placement is up with KSAC. So this is my last few days here. So this will be my last live stream with everybody. So we're going to start off just sort of recapping what we've gone through over the last few weeks together, practice a small little grounding exercise, and then we're going to log off quickly, and then we're going to come back on to another Facebook Live right afterwards and do our weekly guided meditation as we usually do. Just so we're not scrunched for time and social media, it's hard to get everything posted. So we're just going to switch things up. Alicia's just going to get the PowerPoint started here. So yeah, like Alicia mentioned, it is our last week together, but the services at KSAC are always available 24/7. Your journey's just begun. So if you're ever stuck and you feel some overwhelming emotions while you're doing this, just know that there are people there if you need to reach out. And I really want to thank everybody for coming and joining us again. We've done a lot of hard work together, at least I hope you have. And we really have done a lot of work on mindfulness and what it really means to be present and in the moment. I know we've been practicing it every week. It can be difficult sometimes, but we really want to mindfulness is the ability to be aware of your thoughts. So we really want to still practice and try to be present in every moment. It's not always possible. No one's 100% mindful 100% of the time. Alicia likes to call me a guru, but I'm not perfect, and I have moments where I'm like lost in thought. So it takes practice. So don't be judging yourself or criticizing yourselves. It takes a lot of hard work, and definitely give yourself a pat on the back for everything that you've done and for putting in this practice and for being present and taking the time out. Even if it's just for 15 minutes with us on Wednesdays. Hopefully you can continue to keep this in your routine. Again, you just want to be aware of your thoughts, your emotions, try and stay present in this moment. Try not to let your thoughts wander off. And if they do, don't judge or criticize yourself. Just live in the experience that you're in. So thank you everybody again. So yeah, it's been great. And hopefully you've learned a lot. Alicia, have you been practicing anything at home? Any mindfulness at home or any of the other skills we've learned?
Yeah, something I have been doing a lot more of now is actually having a candle going, and bringing my scent, my awareness to the scent. And I have my little that thing, the
You're bored?
essential oils, the essential
Yeah.
oil, vaporizer thing going as well. Just kind of sites. I do live in like a really nice area that does have like lots of trees and cedar trees and a river, but to bring in the sense of smell along with my like what I hear in this area has been kind of something that I've been working on, and now lots of hearing with the rumbling thunder in the background.
That's so true. Yeah. That's really great. I'm so glad, Alicia. For me personally, I've really been embracing the gratitude that we worked on a few weeks ago. So hopefully everyone has had a chance to pick up something that they've really enjoyed. And hopefully you can be passing it on to other people. Just a quick little recap in case you forgot why in the world you're here. Some of the benefits of mindfulness. So it's not just me telling you, honestly, it's studies. There's been lots of research done. So it's going to help reduce some depressive symptoms, episodes. It's going to reduce anxiety, some chronic pain. It's going to really increase tolerance during stressful situations and increase our ability to relax and relaxation. So even if you're having a really tough day, hopefully you've learned that it just takes 5 minutes out at the end of your day to really decompress, get grounded, and hopefully you can feel better and more motivated to keep going and not getting dragged down on these small things like we talked about a few weeks ago. We don't have the control over everything, but there are a lot of things that we have the control over. So hopefully this mindfulness has really taught you to increase your tolerance of really stressful situations, or even things that you just simply don't like, that we have to get through with every day. So this is just, I can't remember if I shared this with you the first week or not. This is something that I love. So if everyone wants to just get comfortable for a minute, just a little practice breathing that we can do. This is also something that you can do anytime. So if something's triggering you, this could be a nice little grounding exercise that you don't need any cues. You don't need a guided meditation. You can sit there and you can take these deep breaths in and out and trace the shape of a star. If that's too complicated, you could do a square, something with edges that you can just do your in and out breaths. So if you just want to take a nice few deep breaths with me and we can just practice this. So you can trace on your hand if you'd like, or on your leg if you'd like, but take a nice deep breath in and out. In and out. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Another thing that I really like about this one is that the pace is your own. So it doesn't have to be for a certain count. It doesn't have to be for 4 seconds or 6 seconds on the inhale or exhale. And just really remember that this breathing and this relaxation can really bring all of your stressors down, your heart rate, your blood pressure, all of these natural reactions when we're stimulated or when we're in this fight or flight situation. Taking a moment to do the star breathing exercise can really bring you down and bring you back to like a more concrete level where you can be able to move on and take your next steps. Do you have anything you want to add, Alicia? I know that you guys use this a lot at KSAC as well.
Yeah, something I really like that you mentioned is the ability to do it on your own. You don't have to have a certain time frame. You don't have to, make sure that the star is perfect. And I think this just brings a level of awareness to your breathing without the judgment, right? Like you could be in this very hyper state where, you're breathing really heavy, and just being aware of that can really transform your thoughts surrounding your breath in that moment, right? It brings you back into yourself and not into the chaos of the world. So I really like the point that you mentioned about that.
Yeah, I love that. I love the way that you worded it. Even when you are in that hypo, it can really bring you down, even if it's erratic breathing, just being conscious of each breath. That was awesome. Thank you for adding that in. One last thing I want to pass along that I think is amazing, and I've taken this from KSAC as well. This is something that you can use during a panic attack, if you need to stay calm, if you need to disconnect from something, if you feel a trigger at some point, if you're feeling overwhelmed in the moment. This is just a really nice little exercise that you can work on. So if you even have a snack with you now, you could even try this with the snack that you're having before lunch or with your lunch. So a really nice way to try and introduce mindful eating. I know we haven't done it together. It's not something that I practice often, but this is a really simple exercise to introduce you into mindful eating as well. So if you just want to take a look around, take a deep breath and notice 5 things that you can see. And this exercise can really just, again, slow you down and bring you to that moment to where you are. So whether it be 5 things that you notice that are all the same color in the room that you're around. So just take a moment to look around and see if you can notice 5 different things in your atmosphere, in your area. And then you can notice 4 different things that you can feel. That could be your hair or the armrest, your skin. It could be a feather, a soft blanket, anything that you can touch and feel that's in your environment. 3 things that you can hear. So possibly the thunder or the lightning that's outside today, cars going by, your children in the background if they're doing online school. So just take a moment to notice 3 things that you can hear in your environment. And then we want to notice 2 things that you can smell. So Alicia's got a candle burning so she can smell the scent of that. Maybe if your window's open, you could smell the rain and the mildew and the worms and the dirt. Maybe you've got an animal and you can smell them. The perfume that you put on this morning, maybe you could smell that as well. Lastly, notice one thing that you can taste. Whether it can be the last thing that you had to drink, the last thing you had to eat, the piece of gum maybe that you're chewing on. So all of these things can be intertwined. You could maybe do 5 things that you taste next time instead of 5 things that you see. So again, this doesn't have to be set in stone, and it's not a strict regimen that you have to stick to. It's something that's flexible, that really mold it to your needs and what is in the moment for you. It doesn't have to be this big, monstrous event that's triggered you. It could be something tiny. You recognize someone, or you heard a song on the radio and you need a moment to just chill and get back to stay calm and feel safe. This is just a really great exercise that you can do anytime. So I really hope that you've picked something up that you can really take along with you, and hopefully pass along to others as well. Is there anything that you want to add to this one, Alicia?
Yeah, with the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, sorry, I'll go back to that there as like a grounding. I don't think you need to memorize, what is it? See, touch, was it smell or hear? I sometimes get confused as to which one is which. And I think it's just important to listen to where we are within our environment, right? If we feel really connected to the cedar tree outside, if we feel really connected to hearing the thunder or watching the lightning, taking time to really notice those intricate details and then bring it back to in yourself. How do you feel when you're looking at this object as well? It doesn't have to go by the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, but it brings a deeper level of conscientiousness, there we go, to where you are in that space and how you feel within that space. How does it feel when you are looking outside and you notice that tree? How does it look? Does it smell? If you're tasting it, what would it taste like, right? So bringing a deeper level to your body's connection to the external is really what the focus is of this whole 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, the awareness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, being aware. I think that's beautiful. Awesome. And as we wrap up, I just really want to say thank you to Alicia so much for being a mentor and having me here and allowing this platform for me to share mindfulness with everybody. I want to thank KSAC for having me as a placement student. It's been an amazing opportunity. And thank you everyone for joining us every week. It truly wouldn't have been the same without you. I've come out of my shell. I've learned so much. And I really hope that you can take mindfulness and some of these things with you. And remember that each day is a new beginning. So if it didn't work yesterday, you've always got tomorrow. You've always got this afternoon. You have an immense amount of power within you. And just always remember that you can always keep fighting and keep going because you have it within you. And hopefully some of these tools and techniques that we've worked on the last few weeks, you can really bring along with you. So again, thank you so much, everybody. We are going to do another live stream with a guided meditation if you want to join us again.